She has managed to take ownership. This is where you see true leadership, where somebody now takes ownership and say, you know what, I'm WorldVentures myself here. I'm going to represent the company. I don't care what the corporate office are doing. I'm making myself the corporate office in my area, in my environment. Whatever I do represents the company. So this is where you see somebody going a little bit further out of their way, going all the way to really defend and protect their dreams and protect what they believe in, and also stand by the company to say, you know what, I truly believe and trust the leadership of this company. Whatever is going on is not what is expected. There are problems in anything, in any organization, in any life, but I truly believe and trust the leadership of this company. And she took it upon herself to go all the way to defend this company some years back, when you had a lot of bad publicity, when people were writing so many negative things about us, and certain reps who were leaving the organization because of various reasons, and some of them being terminated. And also anybody can just go onto Facebook and say whatever they want on social media. But this lady, one thing that really struck me was herself making a trip from all the way from Botswana to Cape Town to really show that, hey, this company is still in existence. Whatever these people are saying is not true. I don't want to say much about her story, but I want her to share his story as she takes us through this day and guide us through the way. So I just want you guys to welcome this wonderful, beautiful lady, Iyke Mavonde, all the way from Botswana. Iyke, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly, Coach.
Okay, brilliant.
Yes.
It's all yours now.
Okay, thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. And thank you very much, Coach Henry, for this platform that you've actually created for all of us guys to be coming here to hear from others, to learn more, to actually unleash our potential, and for us actually to be able, to get those nudges that will keep us going in this journey that we are in. So, as already said, my name is Iyke Mavonde. So this Iyke, I believe Zweli will be very, very relatable to you because we have those needs. So, the background of teaching, a mother of 3 kids. Like I shared my story last time, I became an orphan at the age of 3 years. As I said, by the age of 10 years, guys, I was subjected to any form of abuse you actually think of. But I thank God that I managed to pull through. And really, when I look back, I only say, thank you, Lord. So I started WorldVentures actually in 2016. And 3 months before I started with WorldVentures, 3 months before I started with WorldVentures, I really tried to invest in one network company. Things didn't go according to the plan. And I was spent about an equivalent of $1,000 US. And that was the money that I didn't have. This is the money that I had actually borrowed from the bank. And we can think about that situation. And then here, my friend invited me to a WorldVentures presentation where I saw this whole concept. To me, it was a no-brainer. I was all in, and remember, I'm still alone. I don't even have money in my bank actually to sign up. What I did, I took another test. You know what? As long as I'm still alive, and as long as I'm still on my 2 feet, I can actually make a plan. I made a plan. I borrowed my WorldVentures, and within a week, I had actually, involved 5 people, and that's how I started. And then I went a year. After a year, I came 3 months down the line, I collapsed. I started to rebuild it. Then after some time, I managed to go back to senior rep, and for the second time, my team collapsed. And you know what?
Sorry, we can't hear properly. Am I the only one not hearing?
So,
Something is wrong because I literally haven't heard anything she said. It's so I don't know. There's something wrong, like massive echoing. I don't know if I'm the only one having the problem.
Me too. Me too.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one. It's been echoing.
Yeah. It's not fair. We can't hear anything she's saying. Please just see if there's anything we can do to improve that.
Okay, let me try to use my phone because I'm using a laptop. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's better now. I wanted to jump on.
Okay, let me start all over again. Like I said, my name is Iyke Mavonde, and I said, Ziggy, you really relate to this one. This I coming from Iyke Mavonde. I come from a background of teaching, and I'm a mother of 3 kids. Like I shared my story the other time, I became an orphan actually at 3 years of age. And when I was about 10 years of age, I want to tell you guys, I had actually been subjected to any form of abuse that you can actually think of. I'd actually contemplated suicide 2 times. But right now, when I look back, I can actually say, thank you, Lord. And I'm actually appreciative of the process that I've gone through, because I want to tell you that was a classroom. That was a lesson. And I don't take it as something negative, but rather as something really positive that I had to go through for me to become the person that I am today. So guys, yes, like I said now, I joined actually network marketing, or I started with WorldVentures in 2016. And just 3 months before then, I'd actually tried to start with, to be involved with another company, of which things didn't go very well. And I had lost an equivalent amount of $4,000. And I knew this is the money I didn't even have. Money that I had brought from the bank to try and improve my life, to try and actually do something that can actually, complement the little amount I did from my job. So 3 months down the line, a friend actually invited me.
I'm not sure what's happening. What you can do is, I think, get your laptop off the network and just use your phone only. I'll do your slides for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think your network is not capable to take 2 devices. So just get your laptop off the network, disconnect it, and just leave your phone only. Right, let's just give her a few minutes while she's sorting herself out and getting connected as well properly. I'll see what we can do to just ensure that we hear her story and get right. Let me get her back online. Okay. Right, are you back, Iyke? Can you unmute yourself? Iyke, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, Henry, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's better now. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Yeah, very quick, because I'm just repeating myself now for the 3rd time. Very quick, let me just take you through my story.
Don't repeat yourself, just continue from where you were.
Okay, so then I was actually introduced to network marketing in 2016. Like I said, I joined also WorldVentures in 2016. And before then, 3 months before I joined WorldVentures, I was introduced to another company, another network company, where I was actually, where I lost actually an equivalent of $4,000. And mind you, this is the money that I didn't actually have. So I had to go borrow from the bank to actually start this business, and things didn't go well. So guys, then 3 months down the line, my friend actually invited me to a presentation, a WorldVentures presentation, where I saw this product, and I was really excited. I could only see a better life that I was actually praying for. So I was all in, and I didn't even have the money, but I did what? I made a plan B for me to join. And that's how actually I started. And within within a week, actually within 5 days, I had actually signed up 5 people, and I was so excited. I didn't even know what I was doing, but what I had was the excitement about this company, the excitement about the traveling, the excitement about making money. Actually, I had what I wanted to travel all my life, but I couldn't because I didn't have enough money. And at the same time, when I saw the business side of it, I was so interested because I wanted to make money so that I can travel. So 1 year down the line, I managed to rank up to senior rep, of which 3 months after ranking up, my team collapsed. I was literally left with 3 people. 2 of them were my friends, and they were both teachers, and one of them was my husband, because definitely he had to stick around with me to support me. So then I started again to build, because you know what, I'd actually tasted money with the WorldVentures. I had actually taken packages with WorldVentures, and to me, this was my thing. And there's no how I can actually quit, even though people had to quit on me. I had this big dream about this WorldVentures, see my kids actually, you know, going to those upmarket schools abroad, and I was like, I'm gonna do this thing. So I started building again. I went back, and immediately when I was just 3 sales away from becoming a senior rep, so I attended the View, the training that we call the View. And some of us who've been at the View, you can really relate to what I'm saying. This was one of the amazing training that I've actually ever, you know, attended with WorldVentures. And this was my first View that I had attended with WorldVentures. And even up to now, I still remember those words from Mark Aseda when he said, "Captain, my captain." I realized that that is actually the business that I'm going to be stuck with all my years, or I'm gonna take it through all the way. So from that, I came back with a different mindset. I realized that, you know what, it is not about me. The reason why people are quitting, they're not quitting on me, they're actually quitting on their dreams. I just have to get up and build this business. And 2 of my leaders, they actually came to my market, and I'm so happy, because our coach Henry here is one of the people who actually came to see what I was doing. And at that particular time, guys, there was a lot of things that were happening in our business. People were quitting. Some leaders were actually leaving the company. So it was not easy. There was bad publicity, and even my upline here, somebody actually that I was looking up to, had just quit at that particular time. And this is the guy who had actually a high profile job, somebody who whom were actually leveraging on him. And when this guy now left, and when he came to me and said, you know what, I'm leaving this company is like this and like this, and he actually wanted me also to quit. But I said, you know what, I don't know why you joined WorldVentures, but I know why I had joined WorldVentures. And I'm so grateful that I had to meet you through this concept. And I want to thank you for whatever support that you have given me. But I want to say, for now, let me think about it, because I don't think I'm ready to leave WorldVentures right now. And all these things, they happened, and I was only left with my upline. And that guy who quit was actually the upline to my upline. So after the View, my IMD Tammy said, you know what, I'm coming to your market. I really want to help you. So when they arrived, I was 3 sales away from being a senior rep. And that night, they came. Session also joined us here in Mavonde, and you know what, we had a blast. So the team started to grow very quickly, and that was in 2018, guys. And that night, I actually became a senior rep again. And in a month's time, I became a director. 2 months' time, I became a marketing director. So, but I want to tell you, it wasn't easy. But I needed to stand out, and to, you know what, to really know what is it that I have believed. I had this bigger picture. I had my goals. I had my dream in front of me. So, guys, today we are actually looking at our topic, network marketing and WorldVentures. And like Coach Henry has already deliberated, I'm not alone on this. I'm going to be sharing the stage with my brother, who's actually going to take you through WorldVentures or network actually in a practical approach. I'm just going to share the theory part of it that I know about, network marketing, and then we'll take over after this. So guys, network marketing, I just want to say congratulations to the network marketers that are in this meeting this morning. Guys, network marketing is just a business model when networks of people, they really serve as marketers of products and services, and they recruit others to build. That's exactly what we are doing. So before we can go deeper into what I'm going to share, I just want to put up a slide to actually, share something on the statistics, something behind network marketing that most of us actually, you can actually go to the next slide, Henry, that actually most of us, we are not maybe even aware of. So guys, we are in a very, very big industry. Like our coach, Matt Morris, is calling it a billion trend. It's a billion trend, guys. It's something that is really, really huge. It's bigger than what I've actually, thought of. So we have, these are some of the statistics that I got from a source for 2012, and you can actually see how much other industries are actually contributing to the economy of the world. And we can see there we have the NFL, the National Football League, all around the global world. They're only, they're actually contributing 9.5 billion. We also have the music industry there that is actually contributing 16.5 billion. We have the video gaming, and they're also contributing 67 billion. We have the movie industry, which is also contributing 80 billion US dollars. And then we have the organic products, they are also contributing 91 billion US dollars. And look at now the game changers, network marketing, guys, 167 billion US dollars. And that was in 2012. And in 2013, like Matt Morris has already said, it was about 178 billion US dollars. Guys, this is amazing. You can actually see how big our industry is. If ever we had never thought about it as big as that. So this is the right time for us to know that, guys, we are not in we are actually swimming here in a big pool. We are actually swimming in a sea. We are no longer in a pool. So this is a big industry, guys. So I'm just sharing the statistics so that actually we can all be educated enough, or to have the right information, or to arm ourselves so that we can have that pride in the industry that we are in, because they always say numbers do not lie. So guys, now we know that network marketing has actually began long back, as early as 1940s. We've heard about that nutrition company that was started, and then it grew up, and they ended up, the people who started it, they ended up actually coming up with a new company that is called Amway, of which most of us actually, we know it. And this is actually the company, guys, that has actually fought all the battles for us to make network marketing legitimate or legal. So we are ever thankful for their input, and we really thank God, because these are not our competitors, guys. We are not competing actually with other network marketing companies. So and also Matt Morris also mentioned that, network marketing is a recession-proof business, and that was based on the statistics that he has actually shared with us on the audio. And when you look at this, guys, like I'm saying, this is too big. Guys, we have a gift in our very, very hands. And just recently, I read online about Warren Buffett, somebody who is actually now invested in network marketing. And this guy is actually having 3 network marketing businesses. And I want to tell you, this shows how huge this industry is. And network marketing, guys, is not only about their contribution and in monetary terms. This is actually the company that has actually, produced great authors, great public speakers. Before network marketing, I wouldn't even actually speak like I am doing right now. It's through the influence of the personal development that I got through this industry. This is one of the best, because it's not only about giving us money, but it's also about, you know, helping us to become the people that we really needed to become for us, you know what, to be able to contain what is coming in our lives through this industry. So it is huge, like I said. Whoever is questioning it, guys, I want to tell you, it's because they don't have the information that we have right now. Yes, now, let's continue. Now, why network marketing? So why are we doing network marketing, or why network marketing, or what are the benefits of network marketing? So like our coach has already said, our mentor, Matt Morris, this is one of the industries that has got low investment. So actually, a lot of us, or more people, can actually afford to invest in network marketing, because we are actually looking at something like $50 to $200. Just to relate it, or to take it home, right now we are relating to $25, something that we can actually start at a lower cost, like $25. So are you still with me? Can you still hear me, guys?
Yes.
Henry, okay.
Yes,
So,
yes.
We can hear you.
okay, thank you so much. And that now makes most of us actually to be able actually to invest in this company. So one of the slides that Henry had actually flashed before this one, it showed us how many people are actually in network marketing. So you can see there's millions of people that are actually involved with network marketing, because it's of low investment. And also, network marketing, yes, that is the slide. We have actually 107 million people that are involved worldwide. And congratulations to you guys, because you are part of the statistics this morning. And also, why network marketing? Because of time freedom. Guys, this is one industry that can actually give us our time freedom. You can actually work very, very hard at the beginning, and you can actually stop working but still getting paid. But we all know from our traditional businesses or from our careers, even if you have worked very hard the past 5 years, even today you still have to work to actually earn a living, or to actually have a salary. But this is one industry that can actually give us time freedom, whereby you can do it hard at the beginning, and then at the end you can still get paid while you are not doing anything. Guys, this has actually opened to us an opportunity to earn residual income. Now we are moving from the linear income that we are used to from our traditional businesses, whereby we just have to work and get paid, work, get paid, and if you are not working, you are not going to get paid. But remember, residual income, that is the income that is actually coming in, whether you are working or you are not working. As long as you have built it from the beginning, now you can actually enjoy it for the rest of your life. So that is why we are doing network marketing. The other thing is that apart from having residual income, you also have unlimited income. Guys, it is not possible in the corporate world to have an unlimited income, because this is where we are really trading our hours for money. But with network marketing, you can actually, it's possible for you to have unlimited income. And in our traditional businesses, you also have to have a qualification that can actually, give you that opportunity to earn a certain salary. But with network marketing, all of us, we are starting actually at a level ground. There are no qualifications that are needed. Each one of us, we can actually start now like we have actually started. We have never been requested to actually bring forth our certificates or whatever. So guys, this is one of the reasons why we should be doing network marketing, or these are some of the benefits of network marketing. I'm moving to the next point, of which is team support. I believe we are a testimony of that. Mr. Henry Moyo is a testimony of this, because we are actually in network marketing, we are actually getting the support that we need. People are really happy in network marketing to actually help everybody or every one of us to become successful. So people love you to make more money than them, of which is very, very impossible when it comes to the corporate world, whereby you are only taught to become effective. Your manager or your CEO would not tell you everything that you can do, lest you become their competitor. So there is a limit to the amount of support that you can actually get from a traditional business or from the corporate world. Guys, it's really amazing. Network marketing is really amazing. Looking at our company right now, we have actually world-class trainings. So training is one of the reasons why we can actually do network marketing, because we are not alone. We are not by ourselves. You know, they really have a proven plan of action. They have proven training system, you know, live trainings that can actually help us to live our lives at our own terms. Something that you can actually get and run with it and use it to actually to achieve whatever goal that you have set for your life. So those are some of the reasons actually that I have picked up from our audio with Matt Morris, our IMD, why network marketing. So guys, I know we are doing network marketing, and the first day you start to recruit, we know that there are a lot of myths that people do have about network marketing. So I just wanted to touch on those very quickly. Like I said, my co-presenter will come and actually look at the practical approach of network marketing together with WorldVentures. So there's a lot of myths and a lot of facts actually about network marketing industry that I want to run through them quickly. One of them, the response that we always get whenever we are trying to recruit people, people will be saying that it's not that a pyramid scheme. People, they always say, is that not a pyramid scheme? Why? Because non-network marketing industry, this is one of the industries that people are really, really misinformed about it. People have actually misinterpreted network marketing industry. People have actually underrated it. So they associate network marketing with pyramid scheme. Guys, to start with, a pyramid scheme is illegal. But I want to tell you, network marketing industry is very, very illegal. And a pyramid scheme, it has no products or no services. But we usually see an influx of representatives. So there are a lot of people that have been recruited into that, but there's no product that is being sold. There are no services that are offered by the company. So network marketing is not a pyramid scheme. So we are doing this, guys, so that we can actually walk with our heads held up, and we can actually walk with our chest out, because now we are really informed about the industry that we are actually in. So the other myth that people always, have about network marketing industry is that the top people are the only ones that are making money. Have you ever come across that? I've heard it many times. I've heard this one many times, and people will be like, no, Ghana, you have long started. They will actually ask you, when did you start? Like myself, I'll be saying, okay, I started in 2016. They'll say, you see now, you are the only people, guys, who are actually going to make money. But the truth is that, if you say that about network marketing, that is not true. The truth is that you are actually describing my job as a teacher, that my school head, my deputy school head, my head of department, those are the people that are actually making more money. So in network marketing, it doesn't matter when you come into the company, you actually have the same opportunity as everyone else. Guys, it actually offers same opportunity as everyone else. So that is what I wanted. Those are some of the myths that we actually get from people about network marketing. So another one is like, people, they think that us as network marketers, we are stalkers, we are tricksters, and the reality is that people can be stalkers, even if they are not part of network marketing. Guys, our success comes from helping another person get the best product and the best service. It's not about us, I'm twisting everyone to join us. We are just sharing with people the best product and the best services that we do have. And that is where actually our success is coming from. Our success is not coming from us being stalkers. It's not coming from us being tricksters. We are not tricksters. We are actually bringing the best product and services that people need. Another myth that actually people do have again with network marketing. They say network marketers use people within their network. Have you ever heard of that? And if that had ever crossed your mind, I want to tell you, put out or put away that mentality. That's a poverty mentality, actually. So people, they think we use them. Most one here in Botswana, we have a proverb that is related to that, but now I cannot say it in English. I only know it in Setswana. So people, they think that we use others actually, in our networks to actually, make money. But the reality is that, or the right word to use is not like we are using people, guys. We are actually leveraging. So leveraging here is the word that is trending in network marketing, meaning that you are actually using something. Leveraging is all about using something that you already have in order to achieve something new or better. Guys, we invest the time. As leaders, we invest time and knowledge to get the results or to get our success. So we are actually using the time that we do have, and we are actually investing the knowledge that we are having to these other people that are in our network to actually get their results. We are not actually using people here within our network. So the other myth that people do also have about network marketing is that network marketing will become oversaturated. Have you ever come across such? So people, whenever you go, you show people this concept, and people will be like, where will I get people? I think now this thing is oversaturated. I had somebody talking about it. I had so and so talking about it. So I think this now will become oversaturated. Or I think this thing now, I won't get enough people actually to put into the business. It is very, very impossible, ladies and gentlemen, for network marketing to become oversaturated. Why? Because the population is growing so much every day. It's not, and again, it's not only about the people that you know, it's about the people that are known by the people that you know. And that is really what makes the world go around. So there's no how our industry can be oversaturated, because we do have people that we know who knows other people that we do not know. So, and another thing is that people, they always say it doesn't work. I don't know if you have come across that one. A lot of times people, they told me, that thing, it doesn't work. Yes, they might be saying it doesn't work because they know someone who was actually doing network marketing and they had quit because they said it didn't work. But this really works. If it doesn't work, look at that slide where I said there are 107 million people globally who are involved in network marketing. What would these people be doing if all this thing is not working? So, guys, not everyone succeeds in this industry, but not everyone again succeed in all other business industries. So success, like this is one of the statements that I really, really love to say. Success is something that you really attract by the person that you become. So if it doesn't work, have you ever actually tried to look for other ways of making it work? Are you the right person actually to get that success? So success is something that you really attract by the person that you become. And those are some of the myths that I actually wanted to clarify in network marketing. And we realized that, I'm going to say this quickly before I can actually welcome my brother. We also have we have also heard about people who are quitting network marketing. I want to tell you guys, make this thing very big. Have a big goal. Have a big dream that would really help you, or that will really make you stay. Eric was said, but if your dream is strong enough, there will always be a reason to stay. I'm saying this because I want to go through quickly the reasons why people they quit network marketing. People they really quit. Why? Because they fear of what other people will say. And I want to tell you, fear has to do more with your belief. And or actually, this has to do more with your belief. If you don't have a strong belief in your product, in your company, so obviously your self-confidence can wither away so quickly. So you just have to have the belief in your product, in what you are doing, so that you wouldn't even fear, or you wouldn't even bother what other people are doing. So work on personal development. Guys, remember, we are not born with success skills. We just have to acquire them through personal development. So you need self-development, not self-help. So guys, another reason why people really quit network marketing is because sometimes people quit because they do not know what to do. Maybe your sponsor didn't help you, and then now you are feeling overwhelmed. You feel, see, they recruited you in the company. They should be spending all their time training you. And then because this didn't happen in your life, or somebody didn't help you enough, you really now, you really now get pissed off. And now you start to develop a negative attitude, and now you don't even know what to do, and you end up quitting. I want to advise you what you can actually do instead of quitting. If you don't know what to do, think of your network marketing business as your own small company. Why? Because that's what it is. This is your small company. So look at other avenues that can actually help you to build this small business of yours. There are plenty of resources that are available, even from your company, even from WorldVentures, as I know. So you have the product itself. This is one thing that can actually help you, to build your business. We also have audios. Go on YouTube, look for the audios that can actually help you to build. We also have trainings. That's why we always talk about the importance of training, the importance of personal development, because if you go for the trainings, you'll actually know what is it that you need to do. We also have books that are written by other people that we can actually read and get our knowledge out of it. Remember, like I said, this is your small business. You don't have an employer here. You are not an employee. There is no employer who will actually tell you what to do. Remember, you started your own business. Therefore, it's your responsibility to see actually that you make it work for you. So the other reason why people are quitting network marketing is because people don't have the belief in the product that they are selling or that they are sharing. How can you actually sell dream chips when in the actual fact you have never been on one? How do you really share it? Because I want to tell you, this is a lifestyle that we are sharing. We are sharing a lifestyle. We are sharing a lifestyle. So this is something that you need to have experienced before you can actually share it to somebody. So now, if you don't have that belief in your product, if you are not using your product, there's no how now you can actually sell it to people, and that will limit you, and eventually you will quit network marketing. So sometimes we quit because we have actually expected to make a ton of money right away. We have expected that today when I sign up, 3 days down the line, I should have made a lot of money. But let me ask you, did you have solid information on what you should be making in such a short time, or was it a wishful thinking? So guys, we should now be having solid information. Network marketing, guys, it's a long-time investment. Decide to be here 1 year from now, because it needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of input. This is
a real business. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. The challenges are real, guys, and results are really, really possible. So you, just like any other business, network marketing also goes through the phases of the what we call the business cycles or the business phases. There is a time whereby you will flourish, yes, and there is a time whereby you will hit a plateau, and then there is a time whereby your business will go down. But it's only those people who are prepared, those people who are developed enough, whose minds, whose attitude, whose mindset is right, will be able actually to stand even throughout this cycle. So network marketing, guys, it's real, like I've said. And this is where now our core values comes in. So in the introduction, actually, our coach talked a lot about a vision, a lot about our core values. This is why we need them, because without these core values, guys, we'll never, never accomplish anything. Who are you? Build that, build that profound you, build that powerful you, so that you are able to stand even during all these business cycles, through all these phases that you come across while you are building your business. You just have to have those big goals. You just have to have that vision. You have to be a visionary. You have to be that great leader that other people can actually follow. Remember, we always said people, they don't want to follow weakness. People, they do follow strength. So have a bigger picture of what you really want to have in life, and what is it, and what you really want to have through this network marketing. Guys, I think I need to stop this far. This is what I had for you for today. And at this point in time, guys, I want to really welcome somebody that is actually my age mate here in WorldVentures. And this guy started WorldVentures in 2016. He's one of the leaders that I really admire and look up to. And this guy, I remember one of our trainees, we were at Beachwood, and he was there with the wife. And when I looked at the car that they were driving, I was like, wow. I said, Pen, these guys are actually driving my dream car. What are they looking for here? Because they actually have what we are looking for. And I realized one thing. I realized that these are great people, because they understand the gift. They understand the gift that they do have here in network marketing. Guys, this is one of the powerful industry that we have. And I want to welcome the only and one marketing director, Mr. Zweli. Zweli, the floor is yours, my brother. Take it.
Thank you very much, Iyke. That was super amazing. And I like what you're saying, that the industry we're in is a super amazing industry, and it's a really big industry. Everyone, we should just give it up for Iyke. Sometimes when you listen to people's stories and you realize what they've persevered and what they've gone through, you realize how strong they really are, and how much perseverance they have, and the fact that with perseverance you can only reach success. With perseverance you can only make it to the top and nowhere else. And I commend you for the journey that you've gone on, my sister, and I look forward to seeing you rising to the top through this company, and really one day walking the stage as an IMD and more, because I know that you are thinking big and very big. So thank you very much for that. My name is Zweli Sapula. I saw this concept 4 years ago, and when I saw this concept, it was a very interesting time in our lives, because both my wife and I, we thought we had the dream jobs. My wife was working for Standard Bank, working for the IT area, where she was responsible for the infrastructure for not just for South Africa, but for the whole of Standard Bank's business in Africa. And I was working at the time for the presidency, and I really thought that we had actually arrived. We both thought that life was complete. But the one thing that we realized was, even though we were working so hard, the one thing that we had a challenge with was that we did not have time for ourselves. As you can see there in the middle of this picture, we have such a great family that we were not able to spend time with, and we were looking to be able to spend more time with them and create more memories. And that's exactly why we got started with this. And what I wanted to talk about today was essentially what the topic was about today. And it reminded me of my journey of how we got started and how we took this business at the beginning. when I got involved in this business, I didn't really understand what network marketing was. I saw the opportunity and I saw what this could possibly do for us, but I wasn't sure. And I remember the first time I shared this with somebody, obviously I made the same mistake that most people make, where you go and start sharing with everybody that you know without being trained, without knowing what to say, without, when you've got too much excitement and you just have verbal diarrhea on the person that you're sharing it with. I shared it with somebody, and one of the things that they said to me, which till today I remember, was he said to me, Zweli, you are so educated and you are so successful in your career. Why would you do something like this? And I remember at the time, my confidence was completely knocked. And the reason it was knocked was because I didn't truly understand the size of the network marketing industry. I didn't really understand what network marketing was about. I was just excited about what we had seen. I was just excited about what the opportunities and the possibilities could be, but I didn't really understand. And the one thing that that lesson taught me was how you view your business and how you see your business determines how you will defend it. It determines how you will take it seriously. The one thing that I realized was that there is so much credibility in this business. There is so much that exists in terms of the number of millionaires that this business has made, the number of successful stories that have been created through network marketing in industry, which creates more first-time millionaires than any other industry. When I learned that, I realized that the attitude that I had towards my business is what was going to determine whether I was going to be successful or not. And the first attitude that I had was to actually start realizing that network marketing and WorldVentures was a big business. You see, the thing that most of us make the mistake of is when we get started, because it's such a small amount of money that we use to get started in network marketing, we always think that it's a small industry. We always think that it's not it's a small thing, that no, but I only got started for $200. Therefore, if I got started for $200, then it's easy to quit. But the one thing that I learned was the fact that it may have been a $200 decision, but the size of the opportunity is in the millions. And that is what changed my attitude at the time when I was knocked because somebody told me that there was no credibility. Someone told me that this is something that people who failed in life do. The one thing I realized was that we are all taught one thing, that the only way in life to be successful is to go to school, get good grades, get a good degree, and you'll be set for life. But the one thing I realized when we started working on this business was the fact that just because everybody's going down one route doesn't mean that we have to walk down the same route. And secondly, you need to have conviction in the direction that you're going to go in. It took us 1 year in our business to make it to senior rep. And the thing that had to change for us was largely the belief in the industry, the belief in the company, and the belief in what we were doing. Mind you, when we got started when the company was going through a lot of adversity. I remember in 2016, when we got started, there was a huge media attack on WorldVentures at the time. And I remember we had a travel party, our very first travel party at my house. And we had these ladies that had been on the MBA with my wife, and we were about to close them. And one of the ladies in the group decided to tell everyone in that circle that our company was being investigated. It was a scam, and she had the proof that it was. And that really shattered me. So remember, this was now probably about 3 or 4 weeks after we had gotten started in the business. I had already presented to somebody who shattered me, telling me that this business was not going to work, who told me that this is for people who failed in life, who told me that I am too smart to be doing something like this. The second thing that I hear is that our company is being investigated, and the fact that it's going to be closed down and it's a scam, and it's being investigated by the South African Bureau of the SARB, which is the Reserve Bank of South Africa. And that really knocked my confidence, and it knocked everything about this business. It took us a long time to really get over that period for us to actually start putting in a lot of effort. It took a lot of inner work that happened with us. And thank you very much to Henry, who held our hand and helped us through that period, because during that journey, it was difficult to reconcile in my head, firstly, what I was told, and secondly, the second confirmation which came from somebody else. But the one thing that Henry told us was that if you understand your why, if you understand why you are doing this, it doesn't matter who says what. If you understand why you're doing this, it will allow you to rise above the opinions of other people. And I remember one, I can't remember who said it, but at one of our trainings, someone said, you must be very careful whose opinion you take seriously, because the opinions, the people whose opinions you take, you also buy their lifestyle. So that made me realize that if I wanted more in life than what I had to look at people who had more than what I had and who had the lifestyle that I had. And the thing is, looking through corporate, I had never seen anyone who lives the kind of lifestyle that IMDs live. I had never seen anyone with the time freedom that IMDs have. I'd never seen anyone who is so relaxed and so happy about life and who's truly enjoying life to the fullest in corporate. I had never seen anyone like that. And then I asked myself the question, am I going to follow the path of somebody who has the lifestyle that I don't want? Or am I going to look at somebody that has the lifestyle that I want and follow and do what they have done? The thing I love about our company is that we've got so much training, we've got so much examples and stories of people who are so successful, people who have done so much more than what we can even think of and we can learn from. And for me, it encourages me each time, because it inspires me to say, that is what I want to live up to. See, the one thing I realized as well is, as soon as you start hitting rank, the one thing that most people struggle with is having humility. They start thinking they're better than either their sponsor, or they're better than other people, or they are now on top of the world and so on. But this business has taught me that it doesn't matter what rank you are at. If you lose who you are, you will come falling down as fast as you went up. And that's the thing that I learned about all the leaders that we have. All the leaders who are doing very well in this business, the humility that they have, the willingness to help others. And that is one thing that I never found in corporate, that people who are in higher places have the willingness to help you to rise to their level. Generally in corporate, everyone who's in corporate tries to rise above everybody else. Nobody wants you to be more successful than them, right? But this business which we are in is the only business that allows you to actually succeed, not because of your activity, not because of your not activity, but not because of your know-how or your skill or whatever, but because you are willing to help others to rise to the top. See, this is the only business that I know where you are encouraged to help other people to rise to the top. You are encouraged to help people to be the best versions of themselves. And this, for me, really resonated with who I am. So one of my biggest things in life, I mentioned once, is that one of my biggest things in life is that I've always believed that I've been created to help others to rise to their best ability, to help others to be better than they can be, to help others to realize the fullest potential of who they can become. See, now the problem is this, that sometimes you start this business and you feel like, but I haven't made it to the top, so I can't be a leader, or I haven't become an IMD, so I can't really help anyone to succeed. But here's the one thing I know. For you to become the IMD one day, you first have to become that before you achieve it. Someone said, you become who you choose, you become tomorrow whom you choose to be today. And that's because if you decide you're an IMD today, that means your path towards IMD is already set, because you will then find a way of walking that path. And if you choose today and you take the action today, the universe somehow opens up, and the path that you didn't know would take you towards IMD just opens up, and it allows you to become an IMD. So those are some of the things that I truly, truly believe in. And I want to just share with you guys my vision board and some of the things that truly mean a lot to me. What you see there is our vision board. So every single year, we sit down as a family and we put together a vision board. We put things that we hope for. Some things are things we want to achieve in the same year. Some things are things that we want to achieve in the long run. So this year, this was a vision board we put together. And you'll see in the center of that is family. For us, family is very important. We believe that without family, you are really nothing, because family is what carries you through thick and thin. And if you have family with you, they can hold you when you make mistakes. They are there when you crumble. They are there when you're doing well, and they're there to lift you up when you're in a dark place. The other thing which is very important as to us is our spirituality, and that's why on the top left you see a sign there that says City Life Church. That is essentially the church that we go to. And one of the big things that we want to do is we want to be able to give to a church that we believe in. We want to be able to give towards the gospel. We truly believe that we have been put on this earth to serve others, and it's through the church that we want to be able to do that. We also want to set up a foundation that will help others to do better than they are, to help those in need, and to give back to the community and to give back to people. For us, that is something that's very important. And the other thing which Henry spoke about earlier on was the different pillars that you have in your life that you want to succeed in. So one of those pillars for us is personal training, and having a personal trainer, a stylist, and a chef. That's literally looking after our health, our image, and how we look. We also want to be able to obviously be wealthy. That's another pillar. That's why you can see there we've got the $1 million ring and the IMD ring, and some of the things that we'd like to have: properties for rentals, a yacht, and you see there that's a Gulfstream G650, and that's one of the most one of the dreams I've always had, being able to fly around the world, not using public transport, but using my own private transport. That's something that we really like. And the one thing that my family and I love are experiences. I mean, when Mule and I first met, one of the things that really brought us together was our love for travel. We couldn't travel back then. We were students and had absolutely no money. But we used to dream about being able to go to these wonderful places, being able to go on a Kontiki tour back then. That's what it was. So for us, adventure and seeing new places and experiences are much more important than anything else. So that's why you'll see a lot of things you'll see on our vision board have to do with experiences and things that we want to experience and things that we want to do. The other thing which we do always is we incorporate our children in terms of some of the things that we do. So some of the things that are on the vision board are some of the things that our children want to do. My daughter wants to be a ballerina. My son wants to be a very good guitarist. He wants to actually play electric guitar. He's currently taking lessons. And then my daughter loves these toys that she wants, and we just put them up there as something that she wants in life and to aspire to. But I think the biggest thing for us with this is having memories in life and experiences, and being able to give back, and being able to be healthy, and being able to leave a legacy for our children, for the future generation. There's a verse in the Bible that I always like. It says, "A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children's children." So for us, the key thing is, what can we leave behind today that will not just benefit us, but will benefit future generations? My father taught me one thing in my life, which I will cherish forever. He said, "Your only job in life is to better your surname. Nothing else is to better your surname." That means you have to be better than the previous generation, and you have to make sure that the next generation has a springboard to jump off to make your surname even better. So those are some of the things that we truly live for. Those are some of the things that we truly want to make sure that we do, that one day the name Sapula will be remembered, not just because of the fact that we lived on earth, but because of the impact we've had on the earth, and most importantly, the number of people we would have been able to help to become the best versions of themselves. I think because we don't have a lot of time, I will stop here. Maybe one day I'll have an opportunity to tell you guys more. But thank you very much, Mr. Moyo, for this opportunity to share with everybody my story, and to also share with everybody where we would like to go to with our lives, and declare it in front of everyone in terms of what we want to achieve. And someone said to me, if you declare it in front of people, they will hold you accountable. So we are declaring this year that we are on a run to make it IMD before the end of this year. And I would like everyone on this call to hold us accountable of what we are doing, to hold us accountable of our actions, and to hold us accountable of what we're doing to help others to also win at this. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Zweli and Iyke, for sharing your stories and also sharing this. I just want to quickly, Iyke, I wanted to ask you something as well. To say, look, how did you survive? You know, the period when your upline deserted you. Iyke, are you still there? Can you hear me?
Yes, Henry, I can hear you.
Can hear me? Okay. I just wanted you to share quickly in a few minutes, few seconds. You said your upline told you and wanted to take you to another business, and you refused to go onto the other business with your upline. I just wanted to give you reasons why, and also considering the fact you're coming from another company or from another situation where you'd been cheated. What made you believe and to stay in WorldVentures?
Thank you very much, Henry. The first thing actually that made me to really believe in WorldVentures as what I learned through the trainings in WorldVentures. Like Zweli has actually, shared, guys, we cannot actually negotiate the price of training, because this is actually what really helps us to become who we are actually. This way by now we can actually see a bigger picture of ourselves. So I saw myself in a different level through this trainings. And when somebody says I should quit on my dreams, I was like, no. This is not something that I cannot do. I also had my dreams. I also had my goals. Remember, when you do something, don't do it for somebody. I understood that I am doing this business for myself, for my family, for the big goals that are in front of me. So my goals and my dreams, actually, when I looked at them, I realized that I can only accomplish them through this great financial vehicle that is called WorldVentures. And again, through the trainings, and apart from that, even the support and the relationship actually that I had with my other leaders like Tani, like Bo Henry, when I looked at these guys, I saw actually that these are the people that do have something that I'm looking for. And then these are the right people that I can actually connect with. And I can only connect with these guys when I am in this company. And I realized that this guy, okay, he was my upline, but he was actually living an ordinary life that I actually didn't want to live. So I stayed because I saw that some of the people who are doing this, they've got the life that I want to live. I also had my big dreams. I had also my goals that were in front of me that I wanted to accomplish or to achieve. And I also had, my mind had actually been, improved through the personal trainings that I've attended with WorldVentures.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much. I hope you guys, can you see my screen that I'm sharing right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You can see that. Okay. So I just want you guys, I'm just going to take a few minutes of this to just really show, because myself, I'm an IT professional. So we, in IT, or you do write programs. So when you write a code, you can write a few sentences in the few instructions, and I can visualize what these instructions do. Just like everything that you're seeing on the computer right now, somebody is just to write sentences to reproduce what you're actually currently seeing on the screen and what's happening. So many people, they don't understand or they don't visualize the WorldVentures code. I mean, just say the WorldVentures programming language, the WorldVentures code, because our business is online. So most of us, what we see or what we understand is, wow, we want the ranks. I want to be IMD, I want to be this, I want to be this, or I want or we see the income, the residual income. Wow, if I make 50,000, if I make, this is what an average person sees in WorldVentures. And I believe this is what the majority of the people see. They don't visualize the bigger picture. This is why now many people quit, because they don't see the true code of the WorldVentures. This is what I see myself. So I had to visualize and say, hey, hang on, how can I change what I see or what's happening in WorldVentures to something that I can properly relate to and imagine. So if you look at, let's look at maybe MD or an MD. An MD might be looking at maybe making income of about 5,000. That's what most of the majority of the MDs are seeing, or most of the people are seeing to be an MD are making about 5,000. I don't see it that way. So I see it as I've got branches in my company. I've got a rental houses in my business. That's what I can visualize, because now you've got about 400 maybe people or so, or team members in your organization for you to reach that particular rank. But what do they really resemble and mean? So when I have, let's say, somebody who ranks up, because some people, they see the ranks. When somebody ranks up in my organization, I see as if I've opened a store branch, just like Pick and Pay. They open different branches in different areas. So now when you have, let's say, somebody ranks up to a senior rep, I've opened maybe a mini store in that area. It's like I've opened a mini store. When somebody ranks up a director, it's a slightly bigger branch. Or when somebody ranks up in my organization as MD, I see, wow, I've opened a mega store here. RMD, IMD, maybe that's a super mega, whatever, or hyper market. It's easy to visualize because that branch is going to produce, that branch is going to do certain things as well. The income, I see it as rental houses, to say, hey, I've got rental houses that I have. Look at, I want you to visualize this. Look at MD, maybe the rental income that in MD, let's look at MD. We're saying about 5,000. Let's say it's 5,000. You're making an average of 5,000 US dollars per month from maybe, let's say that's residual income. You're making about an average of about 5,000 US dollars per month. So if I convert that to rands, that's almost like 90,000 rands that you have. Now you're making 90,000 rands from the organization you've built up in WorldVentures. Now you don't see it because somebody who's making 90,000 and you're making also 90, let's say the same amount, 90,000. But the problem is somebody can show you and say, hey, I own this garage, I own this store. They can visualize. Other people can see this person as a more successful person than you, because what you have is the little back office. And that people, you can't even see, you can't even show anybody. So psychologically, it affects so many people. You appear as if you're not successful, as if you don't have anything. But what many people, they don't realize is what you have built up with that 5,000. I want to put this in perspective. That's 90,000, plus or minus 90,000 rands. And rental income for a townhouse or town apartment, it's about 6,000 to 7,000 here in South Africa right now. So what it means is if you're getting 90,000, you're as good as somebody who's got 15 of these properties, who's getting the same amount of 90,000 on a monthly basis, who's going to collect rent from various people. Now for him to have that 90,000 or 15 houses, he needs to invest about 9 million rands. So what you visualize, what I visualize now myself is, look, I've got different mega stores, different branches that at least you're opening around the country. So I'm as good as Pick and Pay. I'm somebody who's equivalent to somebody who's having a 9 million portfolio in rental equipment. I was having this discussion actually yesterday with IMD Tammy. We had almost about a 2-hour, 3-hour discussion, discussing some of these things, how to visualize our businesses and everything. And I think his battery died 4 times or 3 times during these calls and to change phones and everything. So I was just want to highlight to you to say, this is what we visualize. To say, hey, I'm as good as somebody who's got rental properties worth 9 million. If I'm getting that 5,000, because I'm getting the same income back with that person who is invested in property and is getting 9 million. I mean, it's got invested about 9 million in rental properties. The difference is, this is what, when somebody quits WorldVentures, they don't see this. You might fail to get rental income. People might not pay you rent. Do you go and destroy those properties? or you look for people to pay in rent next month, or I'll say, okay, fine, maybe there've been something wrong, they couldn't pay my rental this month, but I'll get my rental income again the following month. This is what many people, they don't visualize, they don't see what they're building. It's like you walking away from your 9 million property investment or your 15 houses. You're walking away and saying, hey, I didn't get my rental income this month, so I'm destroying all these houses. So when you start visualizing things in the right perspective and see what you're building, you're gonna stay in the game no matter what, because you can see what exactly it is that you're putting in. But if you see your back office as a back office, you will never see the bigger picture. And if you see the people in your organization as just numbers, you will never get the true picture. But if you see that, hang on, these are dreams that we're building up. Now I've got so many branches in my company, in my organization. I'm the one responsible for all these branches that are here. So when you see this image, it really shows how much work and effort you have put in to build such a big organization. And it's difficult for you to walk away from such an organization that at least you're building up. But because we all see here everything in the back in this phone, and you don't realize and visualize the branches that you've opened, the rental properties that you've opened. So do it in such a way that you do understand yourself, to see what you're building, and you realize, it's gonna take me time to build such a big organization. It's gonna take me time to build. And also now you can visualize how big your portfolio is. So if you're getting $5,000 from dollars per month, you're as good as somebody who's got a property of 9 million. That's how I see my business. That's how I see, and that's how I compete with other people as well. So when the more people I have in the organization ranking up, this is why I'm so particular about getting people ranking up and ensuring that at least these people also maintain, they also do the same, they're also building up a big portfolio for themselves. Once you have such a strong foundation and everybody sees things the same way, nobody is going to quit this organization. We're going to build the biggest organization, and everybody realizes what they're building, and this is going to live beyond us, and this is going to go on for generation to generation when you all see things and visualize things the same way. Because I mean, when a no means nothing to me when somebody says no, because I'm inviting somebody to become part of my portfolio, where you say, hey, we're going to be amassing such rental properties, and somebody is saying no. I mean, do I care about such a person when I'm giving all to them? And if I'm helping somebody say, hey, we want to build the biggest branch here, and the person is refusing to play a game, I just go on to the next person who wants to build the next branch, who wants to open and run the next branch. So now this gives you clear direction on where you're going, what exactly you want to achieve, and it makes you to become a bit more focused on what you really want. I hope this, guys, this gives you a clear picture of what personally, how I see things myself. So I don't just see ranks, but I see things in a completely different way. So I want you also to do the same and see how your WorldVentures business, how do you see it? Not just see it from an average eye of what everybody just sees it, say, yeah, I wanna hit this rank, and or I just wanna maybe get this particular income. Many people are just seeing the income. So see WorldVentures and relate it back to your vision board. Tie it down to your vision board to say, hey, this is the vehicle that's gonna deliver and ensure that my vision board is becoming a reality. Right. So, guys, I think we just went a bit slightly over time. And if anybody, so won't be having the opportunity to share your vision board, but at least we'll try to give you guys some more time tomorrow or so, or as you go along, where we'll get an opportunity. Or please just send in your vision board. So I want you guys to take your time, fully put your vision board in the right way that you want it to be, and we're gonna take it from there. Thank you so much, guys. If anybody has got any question that you have, just let me know. Then at least we can you can answer your question right now. If anybody has got a question that they have right now, maybe to the guys who have just presented or anything else that at least we've covered before, I just thought maybe I could just open this up for a few questions and then at least we call it a day. If anybody has got a question or something that you want to ask, just raise up your hand. Yes, Felicitas.
Hello, good morning, Coach. Good morning, everyone. This was an exciting session. I've got a question that I didn't hear clearly when she was explaining Iyke, when she was talking about how do you answer somebody that says that you are using people to make money?
Okay, when she says you're using people to make money.
Money, yes.
No, that's fine. I don't know whether Iyke want to answer that question or you want me to answer it for you as well. Look, it's to me, it's just a what can I say? It's a lack of understanding and a lack of knowing how the world operates. Whatever you do, wherever you are, I mean, if you're at a job, are you not making money for somebody? You understand? Whatever you're doing, there is a system. Whatever you're doing, you're creating value for somebody. Anything you do, there's always a markup for to sustain whatever services you're getting. So let's say if I'm to buy bread, whenever I'm going to buy bread, I'm making money for somebody. If I'm driving my car, I'm already making money for some. There's a markup in everything that you do. So there's nothing you will ever get at the price or less than, unless if it's a charity organization. But still that charity organization is making money from somewhere else. So there's no way this world can function if there's no markup in anything that you do or offer. So it's people who lack understanding. And look, I always tell some of my people, I don't care what happens to my upline. I don't care. I don't give a damn what happens to my upline and how much he makes. I don't give a damn. I care about what I make and what the people in my organization, whom I see in my back office below me, make. That's my primary concern. Whatever happens upline, I don't give a damn. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about what's happening below me, the people that I work with, the people that I can influence for. When I do my part, I make money for myself. I know at least my upline is also going to make something. I don't care how much he makes out of it. It's none of my business. This is why your back office only shows up to you and your downlines. Those are the people that you've got influence over. So in anything you do, you tell me what is it that you do that does not benefit somebody or anybody. There's nothing in this world that you do that of value that does not benefit somebody. Anything that you do, a teacher, whatever the teacher does, it benefits the students. He also gets paid. The school makes money from his efforts as well. So that's how the whole community works as well. I don't know if there are any other leaders that want to come in and just share in something as well. I know, Tammy, we're discussing this yesterday. I don't know if you want to come in and just maybe share something as well on this, to add something to this as well. Or if there's anybody who wants to say something and respond to this. It's only people who don't see the bigger picture of it. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, you have. Thank you so much.
Okay. Anybody else who's got a question, or if you just want to respond, let me know. And right, Iyke, you want to say something?
No, I think you have really done justice to that.
Okay, no, brilliant. Okay, and just a quick one as well. Anybody on the group who just want to give, I just want to end this.
Hello, this is Helen. I want to say something.
Yes, Helen, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to appreciate the whole sessions, all the contributors, and Iyke, to be specific, I think she answered most of the questions that we usually face when you are trying to approach people, especially when you don't have the right information to answer. Because what makes us to be knocked down, like Mr. Sapula has said, is lack of information. And you find that you are trying to lure in somebody in the business and you don't have the right information to convince that person. So it's like you are swimming in darkness, both of you. And because you are trying to influence that person and you don't have the right information, now that person overpowers you. And then he ultimately like trample on your confidence, and ultimately you lose your focus, and you even tell yourself that, okay, now this business is not working, I might as well just sit down. So I think for her to have cleared those myths, I think some of us who have been laid back, maybe because of lack of training, I think she gave us a boost. So I want to say I appreciate this training very much, and to have had information from people like Kelezo and Iyke, who I know personally, it builds a strong foundation for me. I just wanted to say that. Thank you.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much, Helen, for that as well. One thing I can tell you right now is the biggest problem is ourselves, or yourself, is also how you treat this. Do you treat this as a business, or you just treat it as something that you're just shown in a living room and you just signed up for $25 of whatever amount you paid? But I'm telling you right now, everybody here, when you get maybe employed or get in an organization, you read all their policies and procedures. You know how the company operates. You know their rules and regulations. You know everything. What to do when you want to go and leave. What is it that you go, all the procedures. You get to know. You really want to find and read that information. Even if you're not given some of the information, you go and ask and look for. But I can bet you right now, many people have joined this company, and the majority, I can bet you right now, even maybe in this call, 90% of the people who are in this call have not read the rules and regulation about WorldVentures. And I can bet you right now, 90% of the people here, they have not read and fully understood the compensation plan of WorldVentures. I can bet you right now, 90% of the people here have not seen or read the core values of WorldVentures. I can bet you right now, very few people have got the Team Expansion app. It's got all the information about the company. You can name it, ask it, all the information to arm everybody to answer anything. But people, they don't go through all these things to arm themselves, to build their confidence, so that when you go out there, it's like you're on your own. And this is why sometimes when you do come together, it's like when you're out there, it's more like you're fighting a lot of negativity on your own. This is why now when you meet and regroup, you re-energize. So I'm going to encourage those people who are serious about this. Go into your back office. You'll find all this information. You'll find all your marketing materials. You'll find almost everything in your back office. Read that information. It will make you fully understand more about the business, more about the company, and you'll see how big this industry is. There's a video. Let me see if I can get it on there from the internet. There's a video which I saw. This gave me a clear picture of WorldVentures. When I saw this video, this one I visualized how big this company is and how big the travel industry, how big the travel industry is. Let me just see the shorter version of this. I'll encourage you guys to go and look at the Gumball presentation. This was done by Mike. Let me just see if I can get this one for you guys. This presentation.
If you've really taken the time and you've studied companies that have.
Let me see if I can quickly share my screen for you here, guys. I want you to see this this presentation. It gives you a clear visualization of how big the industry that we are in, the travel industry. So when you see these things, I'm telling you, the way you see WorldVentures is going to be different from today. But also it depends on your engagement, on how committed are you seeing. I just want you guys to watch this short video here.
Achieved that level of success. What you found is that it's rare that a company that invents a brand new product or introduces into a brand new product segment has that type of success. What's more common, where you see these companies that achieve this mega success, it's companies that enter an industry that's already very, very large, also very competitive. They do something just a little bit different, and they carve out a small little piece of a really big pie, and with that small little piece, they become over $1 billion a year company. And I got a little demonstration that I want to show you. The coffee industry is $100 billion. So $100 billion every year is spent around the world on coffee. Each one of these gumballs represents $1 billion in annual sales. There's 100 gumballs in here. This is the coffee industry. The nutrition industry is $226 billion every year is spent on nutrition. So again, each one of these gumballs represents $1 billion in sales. And by the way, you may not know this or not, but over half of all the network marketing companies on the planet today, they're nutrition companies. Now let's talk about the travel industry. We need a bigger base here. All right, here's the travel industry. Pretty impressive, right? Well, it doesn't stop there. That's pretty big, right? So here's coffee, here's nutrition, the entire nutrition industry, here's travel. Travel industry is $7 trillion every year spent on travel. And they also say that the travel industry is going to grow from $7 trillion to $13 trillion over the next decade. Nutrition and travel. Let's say that you knew that the very best way for you to achieve your financial dreams and your financial goals is to team up with a network marketing company, and there's two companies that you really like. One of them's a nutrition company, and one of them's a travel company. And let's say those companies are equal in every way. Okay, the only difference that we're going to talk about is the numbers that I just shared with you right here. If you were to pick the travel company instead of the nutrition company, you would have a 620,000% greater chance of picking the right company just by picking travel. I am absolutely certain in my heart, I have never been more sure of anything in my life. I know this with every fiber in my being. WorldVentures is the company.
Right. I hope you guys I know most of you have not seen this presentation. Let me just Good evening. Sorry.
Welcome to America's Got Talent.
I know most of you have not seen this Gumbo presentation. When I saw that, it enabled me to actually visualize the industry that at least we are really in. So guys, take your business seriously and fully understand what is it that you are in and what does it take for you to win big. Understand the company itself, read and don't. I always tell leaders, you know what, whatever is being said to you or whatever I say, you must know where to back it up with a written document to say, hey, you're saying this, where is it documented? So that when you go in and pass on that information, a lot of information is being passed out, new announcements are being said. Have you received the full communication from WorldVentures to say, hey, we've launched this promotion, this is what is happening and everything. So most of the time, what kills the industry is this hearsay. I might say something to in a certain way, and it goes on being passed on in the wrong way. And at the end of the day, people get the information distorted. You as a leader, make it your responsibility as well to be sure that, hey, if I'm to go in a court of law, what I'm saying, how do I back it up? That this is an official position of WorldVentures. So be WorldVentures yourself. What's going to tell me that you have changed is when you talk about the problems and the challenges that are happening, when you start realizing, hey, you know what? The problems that are happening, you are part of the solution and not part of the problem. When that transition happens in you to realize, hey, hang on, what is WorldVentures? Who is WorldVentures? When you realize that you are WorldVentures, then the problems that you have to solve them. When you realize that, I'm not saying problems are not going to be there, when you take ownership of the problems as well and realize that I am the face of WorldVentures to my team members, and my team members are WorldVentures, and you take ownership of that, that means WorldVentures is now in you. When WorldVentures gets in you, you become unstoppable. Now, most of the time, you're seeing WorldVentures from outside as them. But when you see yourself as we at WorldVentures, the whole thing completely changes because you can't quit from yourself. But you are from outside. I can leave this organization because it does not belong to me. But when you're in it, when WorldVentures gets in you, you can't quit from it. Because you can't quit from yourself. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful day, and let's go practice everything that we have. And I hope you're going to relook and see how you see WorldVentures, how you see your business. Use your own things that can help you visualize what's happening in your back office. Use whatever you can understand yourself in your own world to relate to it. I know if a guy who's a financial advisor says, you know what, being a marketing director is as good as somebody who's having $10 million in the bank account, earning interest of so much. So try to relate and put it into something, into the into the real world. How maybe you might be a farmer, you might say, hey, this is as good as me having 1,000 cattle or 1,000 whatever. Put this whatever into the right perspective that you fully understand, that you can visualize. The whole idea is about you visualizing your back office, what those numbers mean to you, so that they make right sense and you can actually visualize. Because our mind, our brains understands more of visuals than anything else. Right, sorry guys for the long stretch that at least we went on to this one. Thank you so much. See you guys tomorrow, and let's take advantage of the promotion that we have. 2 on your left, 2 gold on your left, 2 gold on your right. You cycle. This is the people that you need to be doing in this group. You need to start cycling every week. We're going to talk more on that as well in the later chapters as well. Thank you so much.